Libra, welcome to my channel, T.W.INfiniteocean Tarot. Hopefully you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, abundant. I'm going to be doing a look at September for your sign, see where the energies are, see if there's any advice or guidance from Spirit going forward. The energies have been super crazy with all these retrogrades, moons, etc. So just bear with me, only take what resonates to you. I'm going to divide it into 3 sections: the first 10 days, second 10 days, third 10 days of September. Like I said, roles can be reversed. Take only what resonates for you. Alright, so we have Dove Spirit for the first 10 days, and it says, be peace. So there may be something in your life that may not feel at peace, but you're being asked to be peaceful with it, or find peace within it. Then we have Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. And that's where you could find your peace. You can find your peace in the fact that there's infinite possibilities. Like you're not confined to one outcome. You're not confined to a certain thing that has to be a certain way. Sorry, my dog. You're not confined. You're free. You're free to move about the country or move about the buildings. What I'm getting. And that could be where you find your peace, is your ability to move. And then we have Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. Yeah, that also could bring in more peace. That could open up the infinite possibilities, right? Lots of bird energy. I'm going to get some tarot to clarify. Birds to me are very big, and doves and crows are two of my biggest spirit animals that I have as far as the birds are concerned. They're messengers, so you could be receiving some message or messages. There could be some kind of conflict for you in the workplace, and that could be why it says be peace, or maybe even pick peace, with the 5 of Swords next to the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Alright. Give me a minute. Let me deal them out. If you don't like the shuffling, you can always fast forward a little bit. Lots of swords, lots of swords. Alright, I'm going to try to explain this the best way possible. Give me a second. Okay, so what I'm seeing is there's some kind of conflict regarding a commitment that you have, whether that be in business, partnerships, family, friends, You're not seeing the situation clearly. You're seeing it through a lens of fears. Um, excuse me. This could be a conflict within your own mind. And that could be why it says be peace. Especially if your end goal is this Ten of Cups, right? The Ten of Cups here. Maybe you're not seeing the idea correctly. Maybe you're looking at relationships, commitments through a lens of fear, like I said. Like, maybe you have commitment issues. Maybe you've had, like, tendencies in the past to self-sabotage when things get good, or there's some kind of lens that I'm seeing based around fears, possibly fears of hurt, fears of pain, because we've got the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, and to me that's the Ten of Swords, right? So the fear is basically based around some kind of heartache. And if you do the 5 with the 2, that's 7, right? And to me that's like a self-sabotaging type of energy. If you look at the 5, normally there's 3 swords and 2 swords separate. The pain is blindfolding this person to the reality of what's going on. I see that there's some kind of conflict in your life that possibly could be resolved if you could find peace within the place that it is. Let's say you have a soul connection with somebody and you are in separation with them. There's nothing really you can do outside of letting the other person experience what they need to experience, and you experience what you need to experience in order to bring it back together, if it's able to be brought back together, right? It's being at peace with the separation, knowing that in all terms soul connections are always connected, no matter if apart or together. So that could be what the conflict is here, is that you're fearful that it's over, it's done. You're seeing it as the Ten of Swords, like whatever the situation is, as stable as it could be, you're seeing it through a lens of pain, past pain, possibly fear, and the way that you're reacting may be coming across as a win at all costs, like this is mine, I'm going to take it any way possible, I will win at all costs, no matter who I have to cut in the process, right? And ultimately, that's going to make more disharmony inside of a connection where there's already conflict. So the advice from Spirit is be peaceful, because no matter if there is a separation, no matter if there's hurt involved, no matter what's going on, the more peaceful that you are with how the present moment is, and quit worrying about if it never comes back together, or if it does come back together, or whatever possibilities that keep you trapped in your head, just staying focused on the fact that you're good. You know, you're good regardless. You don't need a person. You may want them, but you don't need them. Just finding the peace in midst of chaos, right? By leaning on your inner guides. Because what I'm seeing here is like, Spirit is saying you're open to infinite possibilities. And I think you're going to realize that come the middle of the month. You're going to realize, like, yes, I have to walk away from this, because whatever has been going on does not serve me any longer. It's made me guarded. It's not giving me the fulfillment that the Ten of Cups once promised me, or the way that I saw the situation to begin with. In order to get to my son, I have to leave these cups behind and go through the door of the infinite possibilities. And once you come to that conclusion, you'll become more grounded, right? And just this Two of Cups to me, and this is, it could have to do with this strong soul bond that you have, or it could just be like a promise to yourself, or even the co-creation with Spirit, right? Like, Spirit's got me through this. Like, when I'm going through distress, it's then that the universe carries me, right? But it's like having faith that even though you're leaving something you love behind, what's waiting on the other side is even better, because if you have the 8 plus the 2, that's the 10 of cups, right? That's where your happiness is found, is by leaving behind what doesn't serve you and then adding the 2 cups to that, right? Um, and you may not see it at first. You may still be a little bit blinded to it because of, like I said, the hurt, the pain, that lens. But this veil is getting very thin. So I see throughout the second 10 days, you come to the realization, like, this is too heavy for me to carry. I'm tired of worrying about it anymore. I'm making a commitment to myself to go forward. Now, the third 10 days, I show a King of Wands. This could be the person that you have some kind of separation from. I do see they bring you a lot of happiness, but at the same time, they could poke at you, they could prod and whatever. You know, you have to kind of stand your ground in order to move into calmer waters, out of the conflict, right? The pause is necessary, right? Because you do ultimately want to move towards the sun, your sun, whatever it is that makes you happy. So if you have to set healthy boundaries in place in order to move into calmer waters, I do see that happening. I also see kind of a return of something that may make you have to set healthy boundaries. I'm not sure exactly what that is about, but I think it's a time of, like, reanalyzing your actual happiness, your commitments, what it is you love, where it is you're going, and just not letting other people bait you into conflict or bait you away from being happy within yourself. This could be a divine masculine that comes back, and you have to take a pause to really evaluate, like, can we make this work? Can we heal this? Can we move it into calmer waters? But let's see, what is this? Thank you. Yeah, the commitment is something that you want to manifest. You want to manifest this higher level commitment. But if you're approaching it through a lens of pain, the things that you manifest is just the actual reflection of it. So be careful of when you manifest, you don't do it from a lens of pain, because if you do that, all that's going to resurface is the pain, not necessarily what you're saying. It's the intention, the energy that you're holding in the moment that you do manifest. So you don't want to keep repeating the same cycle, right? So a lot of times we're just basically, like, counteracting things that we've already set into motion previously. And it may look like everything that we wanted because at one time we did want this, right? But when we manifested it out of a place of pain. So really it comes back as a lesson, because your new manifestations don't match up to the old. You're wanting something bigger and better. So be careful that when things come back, that they're in alignment with your ultimate end goal, where you're at in this moment. And be careful of manifesting, like I said, out of pain, out of negative energy, is what I'm saying, because those normally come back as a test of what's going on. Okay. Alright, so this walking away has to do with some kind of tower moment. And that could be the breaking apart of, like I said, a commitment, the walking away from something that you truly love. It really does take an effect on you, because once everything you seem to love in that moment crumbles and dies away, what are you left with, right? You're just wounded. But towers are necessary because the star comes after the tower. And the tower is always a reminder that life is ever changing, and we have to just embrace the suck sometimes, right? And learn how to be grounded within it, or how to be at peace in the midst of towers, because this tower seems to be happening to open the door to these infinite possibilities, because there might be something bigger and better for you than what you've left behind. But let's see. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, like I said, this manifestation, this return of this person could have been a manifestation out of a place of pain. It may have looked like it was everything that you wanted, but if it's coming as a reflection of pain, then it really isn't at the level that you want it to be at. So you're going to have to set up healthy boundaries until it actually is the sun, not just a reflection of what at one time you thought was your happiness, right? Because with everything that happens, there's growth in between times and things change. So, like I said, just be very careful. I knew the Ten of Swords was going to come out. I do see you moving away from an emotional turmoil and dissatisfaction. This could just be an end of a very painful cycle, and now you are moving towards your sun. But this month just might be a little bit uncomfortable trying to co-create with spirit from a healthy place, from a place of like fire and some moderation, possibly taking some time away to really look at things from a different perspective instead of like a lens of pain. It's like changing that lens of pain into a lens of happiness, right? Transmutation, co-creation with spirit. I'm going to pull some Lenormand for each of the 10 days. Yeah. Some of the communication in the first 10 days could be biting, could be not what it is that you necessarily want to hear. It's time to like cut that out though. Like if you're going back and forth with a person, a partner, a family member, anything like that, it's time to cut that out, because all that does is just bring in more pain, more conflict. And when it's saying to be peace, you've got to be the peace, right? Be wise like the owls. The owls are always watching. They're knowledgeable. They understand. So it's looking at the conflict through a lens of wisdom, knowing that if people are coming at you from a bad or negative place, it's your choice to engage it or to disengage it, and being peaceful is what's going to help to disengage it. So you're getting rid of the conflict, basically, so that way you can get out of this trap space in your mind, because conflict just breeds more conflict, right? Now the second 10 days, you could have some pesky people in your life still, trying to get you, trying to bait you, like I said, could come with the Tower. It's because it's almost like a test, like where's your happiness lie? I do see happiness coming forward towards you, like a brand new beginning, wish fulfillment, but it's like a self-wish fulfillment. It's loving yourself enough to leave things behind that cause burdens, that are pests, that need some extermination, right, to get rid of it, which is ultimately going to bring you towards that balance between the masculine and the feminine within yourself. It's going to bring in the love. It's going to bring in that connection. But you've got to weed out the pests. You've got to, it's like extermination day, right? You've got to get rid of the mice. You've got to get rid of the roaches, whatever it is in your life that's been burdening you. And finding a place within yourself to where you know your value, you know your worth, and you're not going to settle for less anymore, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I get, it's just funny because these birds are all about the gossip and the chatter and so I do see something attached to your energy that's really trying to pull you back in, trying to bait you back in, trying to lower your vibration, keep you from your wish fulfillment, because over here there's wisdom, there's wish fulfillment within yourself, and then the clover is the dandelion that you blow and make a wish on. But it's like you're being baited, like which do you want? Do you want your wish fulfillment, or do you want to keep interacting with gossip? Do you want to keep interacting with pests? Do you want to keep dealing with conflict and adversity? It's like your choice, like, is ultimately up to you whether you want to stay in a place of conflict or do you want to move into a place of peace. So, choose peace, because peace is more valuable than anything in this life. As I've lived a long life so far, so I believe that peace is one of those things that, no matter how it comes, is the best feeling in the world. I'm going to get some tea just to close it out, get a couple more messages for you. Okay. Alright. Give me a second. One fell on the floor. Okay. Okay, so I have purse to start it, and purse says pay attention to your finances. Yeah, put your head down. Start working on what it is that's going to bring you the wish fulfillment. Then we have dark man. Dealings with a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. That could be the King of Wands, or it could be some Two of Cups, right? Then we have Cain. Pay attention to your health. Yeah, stress is like one of those things that can take a toll on your health. And being trapped in your mind, conflict, those type of things can lower your vibration to the point that you get sick. So pay attention to that. And that's probably why Spirit is advising so much to like be at peace, because that's going to help you be more healthy. And then broken wishbone, wish fulfillment, wish will not be granted. That could have been what you were wishing for up here. Like I said, like you were wishing for something out of pain, and instead now you need to transmute that. I do see wish fulfillment, but if you continue to deal with conflict, it will not be granted. Then we have goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I do see a lot of spiritual growth here. Then it says January. So this all could come to pass by January. And then it says chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Could be this dark-haired man, possibly. Dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Ooh-wee. And then August. Something could have started in August and end in January, or something may start in January and end in August. Something like that. I hope you got something. Oh, there's one left over here. What does it say? Broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Yeah, that's what the way that the reading started. So just know that the chair will be filled. Whatever you lost will be returned better. So anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, please smash the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love you guys to the moon, stars, and Mars, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.